Hey riders, in this video we're going to be jumping on that TE250 and giving it a good wash from tip to tail. Well guys, here she sits. I know I haven't been taking it out on a lot of rides lately, but the last time I did was with testing out the MX boot water testing, and of course I hit that big little bit of a mud obstacle by the lake, and so that's why she got really dirty. As you can tell, it's all caked on. The rear swing arm is just caked up, rear caliper, exhaust, seat, and everything else. So it's time to give this guy a wash. I'm gonna go make sure I check all the fluids, adjust the tire pressures after, get it ready for the next ride. So today's kind of a nice day, and I'm gonna go in and get this done. Now, this is the way I wash a bike. I mean, there's tons of different methods that people use, but this is my personal method, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I maintain and keep my bike in tip-top shape. But before I do that, just to let you know, I'm living in Whiskey Gap, Alberta, and I'm renting an old farmhouse. So this one is the problem, where there's no water source to have a, like I said, to hook up a hose and my pressure washer. So the workaround is I've got a 45-gallon water tank here, and that is going to be my water system. And let's go in the shed slash garage, and I'll show you what I'll be using and how I'm going to be cleaning this bike up. So we're going to be doing this the old yeehaw way. Well guys, so that you've seen the water tank, how am I going to use the pressure washer? I got a battery powered one by Works. It actually works really, really well. So I'm just going to dip the hose inside the tank and then just start rinsing it. So that's going to be the first part, is give it a good rinse, make sure all the big, heavy, chunky stuff is off. And then I'm going to go fill up a bucket and we're going to give it a wash, and this is what I'm going to be using. So nothing special. You could use you know, dish detergent if you want, but I'm going to use some Simonized gel car wash. I've got 2 microfiber wash mitts, and then I've got the body, seat, and other area brush. This bristle's not that hard, so it'll be nice and soft, and it should get into places and do the bigger stuff that these guys won't do. And then once it's all done, then I'm going to blow dry it and then give it a nice finish with the Husqvarna Perfect Finish Moto Shine. It's an MS1 product by Motorex. So that's going to be the finished product once we're all done that. Then the other parts are just checking the oil and gas. Also check the radiator fluid and adjust the tire pressures, and then we're good to go. So let's hook up this bad boy and start rinsing the heavy stuff off. And I'll show you how I do it with this. And if you're interested in doing it, you could actually bring this to the track. Even a bucket of water would probably clean up a lot of it. So if you have a good clean water source, this is actually a pretty nifty way to make a portable car wash for those that do a lot of enduro riding that maybe can keep a water tank in the back bed. Well guys, here we go. We've got the battery on it. It's a small battery, but as you can tell, it works pretty good. Like I said, it's not perfect. Oop, let me give you a better thing. It's gonna have to prime a little bit because of the water this is actually dry, so there's no in it. So it does take a bit of time to prime, but once it does, it gets going really well. The battery does last a long time. But anyway, you guys got a few settings with this guy. I'll do an in-depth review on it, but it's got a 25-degree angle, 15-degree angle, a little bit more hard stream, 40-degree angle, and then it's more of a shower there. So again, one is really powerful, and you just go up and you just dial it up. So let me get a better camera angle there for you. So anyway, I'm going to put this on the tripod. You can see how good it is. This battery will die before the water ends up, but I should be able to easily wash this with a full battery on it. So again, something to consider, putting that in the back of your truck, and then maybe having a couple batteries, and you could get into a dirt bike washing service after the track. Well guys, there's a rinsing process, so I'm not sure how you guys find that, but I find it fantastic. I think I'm going to get another 45-gallon drum, throw it in the back of the truck, and then that way I have my own little portable car wash after an enduro ride. Saves you another step while you're cooling off and all that. But anyway, that's the rinse process. Obviously you're gonna have to pick a few of the big muskeg weeds out of your sprockets and wheels and, you know, engine compartments where it just kind of gets packed in. So again, it worked really well. Might give it another little quick rinse here, and then after this, now I'm just gonna go put the soap in the bucket, and then give it a final wash and then a final rinse, and then let it dry, and then we're just going to give her a little bit of a shine. And that's basically how I clean my dirt bike. So again, could use a little bit more, but that's just the initial rinse to get all the heavy grime off. Like I said, you got to come in here and grab all this stuff out that, you know, pressure washers will be easily dissolve mud and stuff like that, but grass and all that can be a little bit more of a pain, but it's part of the ride. And again, I'm not making it look showroom shine, but pretty there close to it. All right guys, let's finish this up. Well guys, there's you go. The battery did run out. You can save it by, you know, taking more chunks off, pre-cleaning it with your hands instead of just sitting there letting the water agitate it. It is a small battery, but it did okay. The workaround also is get a second battery, and then 2 batteries will be more than enough. But as you can see, it did pretty decent. Could do a little bit of spot cleaning, but underneath it looks good. Well guys, here's the last step. We're going to be using the Husky spray to make the plastics and everything look a little bit more shinier, although the bike does look great the way it is. Just going to be wiping it down with some microfiber. And then the tires, I think I'm going to go with a little bit of a bling. So this is a Canadian in-house brand at our local retailer, Simonized Tire Lust. It does lust. It's got that wet look, which I kind of like. So that's what I'm going to be using. Unfortunately, I do not have chain spray, so I'm going to be hopping on to Fort 9 later on tonight, and then hitting some, and I should have it this week because I'm not planning on going to town until the next weekend, and I want to fix it before that happens. So the good thing with Fort 9 is it's free shipping right to my post office. So kudos to them for offering a lot of convenience in shopping and supporting your local Canadian retailer. So anyway guys, let's jump on this and do the final touch on making the bike look new. Well guys, there she is, all nice and clean. So that's kind of how I do it. I could have had an extra battery and did a little bit of a better rinse job, but this goes to show you how you can maintain your bike and it won't be too complicated. Just a few little chemicals. Tire shine's making it pop. Not sure if some guys like that or not, but that is a personal taste. I kind of like that look with all that effort you put into it. It's probably a pretty good idea. But anyways, that's the bike. She's looking good. Again, the only thing left to do is adjust the air pressure and clean that rear sprocket and chain, lube it up, and then make sure she's full of fuel and got the oil in it for the next ride. So anyway guys, maybe I'll do a more in-depth wash. And I put something together on a new video of a mobile bike car wash after a day at the motocross track or a day of enduro riding. What do you guys think of that? Throw that in the comment section below, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Soupy Socks Enduro. You guys say Soupy for now. What now?
I can't even fucking get my feet out of here.
Oh, it's deep. Deep hand?
Ah, fuck.
We're at the end because now it goes up.
Not stop.
Here.